So Rezzed is back around again. It's my favourite gaming show. A multitude of titles available and great many to speak about. Far too many for day one in fact, so I'm going to be speaking to more of the devs about the games on show tomorrow and Saturday. There's always a great mix of titles that are barely out of the idea phase through to games that are literally weeks from release or have even released. Titles like Snake Pass, which just was out this week, Yooka-Laylee, which is coming up on April 11th. Snake Pass, let me just talk about that for a minute. Snake Pass, it's a really good example of a game that was invaluable for its time at Rezzed. The team at Sumo Digital brought Snake Pass to Rezzed a year ago with the simple premise to live test some of the mechanics there, to gather information and generally test the water on their game. They couldn't have possibly expected that the sheer amount of enthusiasm and excitement which would follow, because I was there on that day and I remember, well, I was there for that show, I remember just how many people were there. The stand was just packed with people all day, every day, and their community manager was just bombarded with update requests for the entire year following, right up through till release. So it's a really good example of the benefit of shows like this, not to just make you know, a game and market it and promote it to an audience, but to actually get viable feedback that assists in further expanding and building the title. Very often when I speak to the devs at shows like Rezzed, they regularly comment about how invaluable it is as a tool to expand and take away ideas to continue the development through for a further 6 months or even a year beyond this. So in the first day of Rezzed, what did I see? I've seen a wide selection of titles, like I say. Always use it the first day as a bit of a recce to assess what's on show, what I want to look at. So coming up, I've got an interview with one of the lead devs behind Yooka-Laylee. I've got some information from Tim Wicksteed. He was one of the devs behind Big Pharma, and he's going to be talking about his new project. Tomorrow I'm planning to check into more detail with some of those indie games that I was looking at today. I want to speak to their teams, find out what promise they hold and what they're offering for the players. I love this show though. It's honestly, it's one of the best. It's not the biggest by far and away, but the range of games you get to see here is fantastic, and being able to speak to most, if not all, of the people working on a game at a show is something you just don't get with some of those bigger shows. You just don't have that. So I've got more coming up this weekend, guys. I'm going to go into next week as well when I break down my content and thoughts from this week's show. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to bringing you all of the stuff that I've been checking out of this show. There's honestly almost too much to cover, but I'm going to be getting into the ones that I select and think hold the most promise for us to kind of really check out. So thanks for watching, guys. Tell me your thoughts about EGX Rezzed down below.